squash player, and a student ID that appears to have been taken in juvie. I became even more scared of Nick when I heard stories from his freshman year. That year, he nearly got into a fight with an alum after a laundry argument escalated over separating the whites and colors. His aggression was also visible on court in matches against Jacob, when what was initially docile bumping turned into all-out war. But then again, who played Jacob and didn't want to kill him by the end of the match? Nick becomes a lot less scary as you get to know him. Those tattoos that seem hard at first glance, well, one's a facade of the sun setting over a mountain. Another is the solar system. And the third is a rooster. Nick gets tattoos of things that are meaningful to him. As an astrophysics major, outdoor action leader, and a diehard Liverpool fan, his outside appearance is representative of what's important to him on the inside. I can't wait to see what he gets to represent squash, because little is more important to Nick than the team. First off, he's always training. One day in the locker room last year, Nick bragged that he drilled 6 times the previous day. And when he practices, Nick brings 100% energy every time. He works hard and plays with a high intensity, day in and day out, oftentimes provoking Sean to yell that we should all put in the effort that Barton does. His hard work has paid off in consistent improvement. Yet he hasn't quite managed to move up in the lineup. Every time he faces a roadblock. Harwood. Harwood and Barton must have played 40 times over the course of their careers, going to 5 a majority of those matches, but Barton holds something like a 3-37 record. It's shocking that even with this rivalry, Nick and Chris have become 2 of the closest guys in the team. In fact, Nick's girlfriend, Melody, is sometimes a third wheel to their bromance. It's not unusual to see the 2 of them giggling in the corner at a squash party. It was at one of these parties that Libby Eyre turned to her teammates and asked what Hardwell and Bartlett were doing, completely unaware that these weren't their names. This didn't stop Nick from becoming one of the most social guys in the team, but he had an odd habit. Every night after going out with the team, he'd go back to his room and take a shower. Wash away the beer that always gets spilled in the street, I get it. But by the time he got back to the shower, he was often so tired that he'd fall asleep. One time when this happened, he awoke, curled in the fetal position on the shower floor, with warm water raining down on him. And as he stood to get up, he saw the curtain was open, and a towel-clad hallmate looked down at him in shock. After apologizing profusely, Nick slept the rest of the night in his bed, cleaner than ever. Nick's social life also blossomed outside of squash, where one night at Cloister during his frosh week his sophomore year, he needed only 5 digits to get a girl's number.
What?
Nick's natural ability with girls helped him to catch a phenomenal girlfriend, Melody. Though his relationship has been positive for Nick, in many ways, once or twice it has impeded on his training. For example, this fall, we did some brutal preseason track workouts. Before one such workout, Sean gave us the alternative to run in the campus 5K. Both Nick and Kamran took the offer. At 10:15 on a chilly Saturday morning, I watched the first of the runners pass our field as I did leg raises in agony. A minute went by, and then Kamran flew past, running under a 7-minute mile pace. We continued with our circuit, moving on to crunches, but there was no sign of Barton, the steady stream of runners racing by. A minute went by, and another, and another. But this time, the stream of runners had thinned, from 3 or 4 abreast to single file. Finally, we saw him. Practically walking alongside Melody, Nick chatted away as the rest of the team finished their 4th set of crunches. They were so far behind the leaders, I questioned whether they were actually part of the 5K at all, or if instead they were out for a leisurely stroll enjoying the fall weather. Besides for these few instances, Nick is one of the best role models and leaders I know. Academically, his record is flawless. He has followed his passion in astrophysics, which Adam can tell you isn't a walk in the park. We're all incredibly proud that he'll be continuing his studies at Oxford next year as a Rhodes Scholar. Woo! Woo! example with one of the best work ethics in the team. If I'm having a tough practice and struggling to find energy, I only need to watch his court to see the effort needed to be successful. After practice, he does an impeccable job of leading our team through rolling out and stretching, talking us through the exercises, and preaching mindfulness like a wise old yogi. At matches, Nick is the loudest voice in the crowd, always supporting the team and pushing us over the finish line. Nick, I can't tell you how much of an influence you've had on me the past 3 years, guiding me in the right direction. But as you move on to bigger things, I can only reflect on the times we've spent together and value the remaining few months we have. As with any lifelong friend, though, I look forward to picking up right where we left off in the coming years. You're like the brother I've ever had. I love you, man, and best of luck in the years to come.